Cause man must hustle and train no, so show love before it's too late. Oh Peter, check. Multi-biara but mountain show love. They will name you, come on. Biara but show love, cause if man no day, if poppy no day, then wait till we day. If man no day, me day you no go day. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day. Every man with a fight. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to every man with a do it. The family. 0244 Happy Father's Day. 0244564286. Happy Father's Day to every man.
Happy Father's Day to you. Roxy, you watch this prayer ministry.
God's grace, we do as He directs us and grants us grace. Right. Thank you very much, Adjuster. Good evening, listeners, and thanks once again for receiving us in your homes with your heart's love as we continue our studies of keys to the kingdom. As usual, it's a great pleasure. We all understand we are studying together. When we have shared our thoughts, you also have the opportunity to share your thoughts, and we also learn something from you. Thank you very much. Ati for ina makunya suecha obibia eda masise eden so odo akumapa maji ya wa watu wo mufia ebetua ye adisua so na se kan den bia no de pass enya ade atum se yesua ade na nya kan de wi a mo akunya se mo hye mo adwen na enso yesua bibi afi mo nchen yede masi bebre Bese Busumba Kuni Mamba Station Direct me Bob the presentation binum and you say will be what question will be one and met to me afabi na asem kakra me pese me de etujwa ene ma yedi ho abobo kakra ne se aso bien kra na eyeye adasama atiasefo awasase so na ye ni ye a yede ye ade adjust me mawo video clip be a few weeks ago krobia ya called ye galamse ya ma nkrofo adwane free omodem me pese ye ka ho asem kakra. Listeners have been away for a few weeks, but we played some prior presentations. If by chance you have any questions on any of them, you may want to pose them today, and we will discuss it. Principally today, I want to draw us a little back to our interaction on the pollution of our water bodies and galamsey that we dealt with some months back, looking at a video clip passing through WhatsApp where a certain town is reported to have been taken over by galamsey, and people are running away from their homes. I remember that during our program, the time passed, I submitted that what do we do when somebody is in his house and feels that there is some precious substance under his soil right inside his room, and he decides to be digging inside the room. How are you going to see that person and stop him? Or what were you going to do to stop the person from doing that? At the time, it looks like my submission didn't probably hit well. So it obviously didn't sit well with some people. But here today, I want us to ask ourselves, our discussion that I want all of us to join today is, what is it that will make somebody to go and dig under the building he's living inside? Because he's looking for something precious. When you are building, you lay a foundation. Make sure the ground is solid before you begin putting on your block works. And then subsequently do your roofing, fix everything up, and you are living inside. So I want all of us to brainstorm on this aspect. What is it at all that will make somebody go and dig under the very soil that he is sleeping? Dig under it. And only to come and realize that he has created a danger for his own life and also for his community, because as he's passing underground, he's going through other places which are not his own. But he knew perfectly well that he was digging under his own bed. And he was not moved to think through and stop. What is it that will make a person behave like this? This is what I want us to talk about today. And I'll be opening the phone line very shortly because I want us to interact. For us to find out what is it that will make somebody go and take pickers and shovel and dig under his building, come all the way under his bed, and think that the bed will still be suspended in the sky for him to sleep, and he will sleep comfortably. I want us to look at this today because definitely there is something wrong somewhere. And therefore, asema amiri tuja eneni say, ane brana ye kasa efa galamse ena yensu a deni ase no midi asembi tuja ebisa se asose obi ehu se ni fie ni dan mu agudie bi wo fam na se okotu a die na yebeye ama saa nipa no onkoye saa die no na bra me kan no na akoye se niemi pa che no ebinum anti masiye ema ebinum bogoe nanso ene no me ho video clip ewo WhatsApp so ekuru na minim ni din a che se in fact we share kuru no a wo be hu se ya tata ahia ewo lori kwan no exactly some me lori kwan sana omo etutu omudan aseye se obupe agudie ena omo sese ahia no edi agolori kwan afi de omo atua mahu se ho na nkasa ne nyina no omo tira ha biom a enye yie na sambisa ne se die pa na ebe ma obi akotu ni mpa ase be bia oda no wakotu ase mra ba wusi dan no utu fam edi concrete ehihye fam esisa ahia gu ho bubo so di nsu egu so mane ye din ansa na udi blocks esisu ena udi roofing sheet ekoboso na ne de usi agudie bi wo fam enti wakora ase wetu ena mpa na woda so no na wudwi se ebetinsen wiem na wada so ana na mi pese ye pesa sememu me bie phone na no tew na pesa sem no na ehu se na bisa ehu se die mpa na ebeba nipa aye saa die die mpa ena ebema obi atu onu ankasa ne hu efi edan a or them excuse me if you say wakotutu edan ase ema afedi akoda ne friend say trap etifo we idea eye nwanwa nanso megidi say nyame wo hoi se pensemu a hwehwe kakra bi beba if you say e wo say bibi esi anasa yetu anamobi a ebema odasani na adwen beko benkra ebema se ye nyina ye ho beto yen e wasase so ajasa we na sema mepese mili tujwa ene na ye nyina ye hwe se dien kra de ayeyen anasa eba no sen ene ekodu sa pempenso yi e ma ye tu ye ho efi edan a yankasa ye sia ye dem no yankasa ye tu ye ho efi sa dan no etifo tiwa mi pese mo frɛ na ye kyerɛkyerɛ ya adwen e wɔ sa asɛm yo sen na ye kɔ no mani be ye sa bre me pese be phone na no entem na wa bo na ya hwɛ Yes, and here for Mumra and Jim, dear Nebema said Obi. Bekako to 2 baby on one casada. Now feel there 1 year baby and baby. Saying any econo. Emana ye, Amayana. Wow, Pessa, we share what dream. No, our friend, what share our dream. Why would somebody be digging under the same area he sleeps, only to find that he can no longer sleep at the place? What is it that we need to do about ourselves in this world of ours today in order for all to be comfortable and at peace? This is the mastermind subject I'm putting before you today, and I want us to share our thoughts. Come in and share your thoughts as you observe this. Hello. Hello. It's on 200 million. Now, what's it? And Tina, what I record them, Tina record them, no, sir. You should talk. Now, what done at on a new one, and Tina, Kohana. Now, you shoot Ufama or you pattern to that. Rather than also them, for me, I get up. Montasa, that's a way to buy. Monta baby chairman.
Yeah, Africa. I'm not telling you, you go up with you, but it's as you have with you. So, what a cook with you. Russia, you can walk in now. What the just one you put to say, woman. Yes, of course. The money. Because how are you Africa also far? Ghana. And that's the money getting. Okay.
I mean, go line, I say. Or also with my friend 0240358182 0240358182 0240358182 0240358182 also watch our drink. Yeah, Reverend.
Yeah. So the question before us is, what is it that will make us or make somebody go this far? The motto life for me in all this is, how are we using our mind? How are we thinking through things of life? Are we applying wisdom in all that we think or say or do? That is a direction I want to point. If any of you have any thoughts at any time, you can just call in. We'll allow you to share your thought on this matter that I posed. How are we using our thinking faculties in circumstances or situations that face us? In this wise, one will ask the question, what is wisdom? What is wisdom? Therefore, baby, I mepe say yet the assembly eninam pensemo ewo mafa eni say saying na ye dwi niema ho efa ewo asase so. Saying na ye di adwen eye ejuma ewo asase so. Na se hwene ni nyina dien eni nyansa. Dien eni nyansa. I hope my interpretation of wisdom as nyansa is correct. And dien eni nyansa. Bra me kasano asema media to dwano se wo pese wo kan asambi uche wadwen fa ho a utumi efre ye ma okwan na wakasa. Everything that we do on this earth has to do with the way we operate the faculties of our mind. Be it an operation by you yourself, deliberately and consciously, or unconsciously influenced by the environment and other people. When a situation comes before us, we find ourselves at a Y junction. You can only go in one direction and ignore the other. Which way would you go? To the right
or to the left. That point of making decision or taking that decision is very critical in our lives, and we make millions and millions of choices on daily basis unknowingly. Etiefo ya na moto e wa asase so ni nyina ye hwea na ye kan ekosi se eye iyimu ena ye yimu tembia no akoyese yakodu junction bi so ba kokọ nifa ba kokọ benkum ontumi nfa ni mienu no so manenye ye ba kuna obefa so na de ehi na wofa nifa na se benkum na senia obeya obeyi mu mana ye no ni nyina ekire se na ya wasitrem ana ya nyina ya sitrem betie ewo asase eswo na asembisan ne se du sa pempenso na den na oye ohia nyansa na nyansa eni den. What is wisdom that will guide us in the operation of our lives? I take this from the book Elmoya and You, Wisdom, written by Elizabeth Craig Prophet, the messenger of the Great White Brotherhood of Church Universal and Triumphant. And it says, what is wisdom? The inner meaning of the word is wise dominion. Wise dominion is the ability to steer the course of affairs in such an enlightened and divinely inspired way that it brings about a deep sense of satisfaction for all parties concerned. Simply put, you are at a wide junction. You must have the ability to say, going to the right is the correct one, and everybody there must be convinced and satisfied that, yes, your decision to go to the right is perfect for all of us. Two people are a challenge. You must go left. This one says you must go right. Your decision in how to handle that thing is a display of your wisdom or display of wisdom if the solution ends up satisfying the two parties. The wisdom of Solomon will say, it says, bring the baby, take the knife, cut it into two. And the mother of the baby says, please, instead of cutting the baby into two, you give it to the other person. By so doing, Solomon got the divine direction and intervention, enlightened decision making to give the baby to the rightful mother. So whatever comes your way that you find yourself at a wide junction, there's a need for the application of wisdom, that spirit of discernment, sharp, to be able to say, this is the best way to go. So the circumstances that face us, the things that come to our mind to think through, the way we decide on what to do requires that divine inspiration, that enlightenment to help us steer the course of life or the affairs of life in such a way that everybody will be happy with the decision that has been taken. We have this Galamsey before us, the story that we have just shared. What is it that we want to do that will satisfy everybody involved? We, the individuals, what should we be doing so that we'll be able to help the cause of affairs of this country and everybody will be happy and satisfied? Eti for the American, and he said, bro, from you see wisdom. And my translation say, Nyansa, semi translation here correct there. Na me can say, Bibia ebeba wenim ese say akoye iyimu a obeyi ba ko ye film no. Wo hia nyansa. Na o dia aye se na ebe ya saade no eye nipa mienu asemo a ana se ndom pona se omo achemu a mienu na obia epese onya ne ti didi mu e was asem no ho a de o mena ne se sen ena obebu sa asem no afa ma afa mienu ni nyina no omo bo beto omo yem onu ena ye friend say nyansa a eye adia ehia se unya mekan se sunsum akwankyerɛ bi Kristo mu akwankyerɛ bi sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a nea wobɛka anaasɛ sɛnea wobɛbu saa asɛm no ɛbɛyɛ ade a ɛbɛtɔ asom ɛma deɛ ɔse mepɛne sei ɛna deɛ ɔnso so sɛ mempɛne sei wotumi hwɛ na baabi a wode asɛm no kɔse no ɔmo mmienu no nyinaa ɔmo bo bɛto ɔmo yam na sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ saa deɛ no ma na ayɛ yie no na ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛhia sɛ Nyankopɔn na adwen ɛwɔ wo nso wo mu. Nyankopɔn na adwen ɔwɔ sɛ ɛwɔ wo nso wo mu. Na sɛ Nyankopɔn na adwen wɔ wo nso wo mu deɛ a na ɛkyerɛ sɛ nea wobɛyɛ brebia no wo nya Nyankopɔn na adwen kyerɛ ɛwɔ hu ansana watu saa anamɔ no. Friends, we say wisdom is the ability to steer the course of affairs in such an enlightened and divinely inspired way that it brings about a deep sense of satisfaction for all parties concerned. To wield the faculties of the mind as a splendid reflector of the mind of God. Wisdom, ability to wield the faculties of the mind as a splendid reflector of the mind of God. Your mind must be showing forth what God will want to be done or what it should be before God at that particular time. We are looking at this because whatever we do is a question of how we are operating with our minds, how we are thinking about things and through things. This determines what we do, and it must be guided from the inner levels, from a divine standpoint, for us to have the chance of doing what is to be done that is right. We need to do what is to be done at that moment that is right. Therefore, we need wisdom, and that wisdom requires us to reflect the mind of God. in whatever it is that we do. In other words, our awareness about things, our consciousness, the way we understand things and therefore operate must be elevated to the point of the Christ. And we say to the point of the universal Christ, universal because at every time T, we must find ourselves floating and flowing in that mind of God, which is flowing everywhere. Even though it is present everywhere, we cannot realize it until we call it forth unto ourselves. So we need that mind of God in order to work our way through things that come before us that we need to take very hard decisions. You are hungry. You don't have food to eat. And you have heard that there is gold under your bed and you need to dig under the whole room in order to get the gold. You are thinking of the gold. You are also thinking you must eat. You are thinking you must sleep. You are thinking you have family to take care of. At the same time, you must also be thinking what you are doing can affect other parts of life. Therefore, how do you balance the situation so that everybody will be at peace? At therefore, the American and he said, Anne, I come to oh, here's the and I will to say, won't pass it, would them, utua, Ubanya gold, Ubanya diamond. Enti Adrianiche says, Sani dia enemy kwakutu, Namisusuma yebi. At the same time, Nususu, I would drink would dear no, or say would drink the ABC, Bakabantam, Wunyon Kwa, Onunsu, Owo, Sa etibianum, an area no. Senya area non poa. The AC, me one cry yo. Ena mehu, ena meka ho asem. Na che say e bia be kame. San kamia ankame ntina ha enne na menka ho asem. Enti serenyansa ya fa no sa be ye dwuma dia na che say de na wo be ye se wo a wo hu se wo sa ti bianum eno de na wo be ye a obia hu beto no eho ana sa na se ye hwe ade no na ansa na obetumi adwen sa adwen no susu no na che se wo se wadwen no ekọ Kristo na adwen anase na adwen eho anase se na nyame ebeye afa sa ade no o se otumi eho na oye da seni oye den ena ko hu se sei ena nyame pese meye no ane otumi ho efise se uri hu ama Kristo a na esese osua senia Kristo edwin efa niema eho ono ntina se sa bre no du a utumi bisa ho se eye Kristo na sa dem as adi etuna na nka den ena obeye afa ho sen ena obeye no efise uye Kristo no dia na chese wasua nini ye se mekane se Kristo ni a uye Muslimi ni a menye wo mfrem because wo ni ami friend Kristo no ususu wo frɛ Muhammad obi susu frɛ Buddha obi susu frɛ Krishna obi susu frɛ Atwanyama obi ani ne gidie enti gidi a wo di eye adwuma no nyanti ase se o se odwe ho se nia wo ye no nyame dian ena wo ka afa ho dian ena nyame ka afa ho ono na ye ade a ehia titrew se yebeye ewo sa asem yi eho ni nyina de ekosia ni se bibia eba yenim tembia no senia yebedwen afa saa de no ho no ehu hia pa senia obedwen ewo saa de no ho ntiase a obenya a odi beye djuma ewo saa asem no ho ehu hia pa na esum bia wosum uye Kristo no dia na echese obesum obesua senia Kristo ni ye tie na saa bre no senia obeye afa saa de no ho no na watumi ehu aye ane esi odasani ye tikitwa ya ye woi adwini a ewo ye twem no enso a ebetumi akita nyankopon ne hihye ene nyina enti mrebinum wo ho a yenya endwen niema binum ho ansa na nyankopon edi saa de no ahye ye kra amu enti otumi nya entiasie ewo wo kra mu se sadi mi ye ni se ya ena ebeye yi. Listeners, we have the brain and we have the mind. The brain is different from the mind. And the brain that we have is so small that it cannot contain all the awesome mind of the universe, of God. Therefore, there are times that you say you are thinking about something, but it may not come as something that is deposited through your brain into your being, but there are times that God steps aside from there and deposits this within your soul. So we need the faculties of the soul. You have this understanding of a subject matter when you have not really sat down to do any hard thinking through it. That becomes something that God has just given to you as a solution to a problem without you having to battle with your human faculties of the mind and the brain to get to analyze and understand. But the understanding just comes to you. So, we therefore need to revolutionize our thinking, our thoughts, our consciousness, the way we look at things in life. We need to revolutionize them, step them up Godwards, so that God will be present in all that we think, say, and do. Wisdom is the ability to steer the course of affairs in such an enlightened and divinely inspired way that it brings about a deep sense of satisfaction for all parties involved. And this ability to wield the faculties of the mind as a splendid reflector of the mind of God. That is the act of the display of wisdom. Therefore, yedi besi se nyansa eni se asembia ba wo a wo hwe ama nipa mienu bi anase nipa dom mienu bi anase nipa dom bi a wo machem na sɛnea wobɛso saa asɛm no mu ɛma ntiaseɛ bɛyɛ dwuma ɛma afa mmienu no nyinaa no ɔno ɛna ɛkyerɛ sɛ wode nyansa ɛyɛ dwuma anaasɛ wonifa nyansa ɛnyɛ dwuma sɛ biribi ba na sɛ wodwen ho a ɛkɔm de wosi agodie wɔ wo mpaaseɛ wokɔ akɔtu wotu wie na sɛ woanya baabi anda mpo a ɛmfa wo ho ansa na wobɛyiyi saa nsɛm no mu no wohia sɛ wonya ntiaseɛ wonya nyansa wode nyansa ɛde yiyi mu na ho sɛ metu anama no sei a obiara ho bɛtɔ no na ɛnkɔyɛ sɛ nea menko a mepɛ no anaasɛ pɛ sɛ menko menya ɔno nko na mede bɛyɛ adwuma ɛtiefo mɛpɛ sɛ midi ɛnanie ɛde si ha na mabue phone lines no ɛntɛm ama America kra sɛ nea ɛbɛyɛ a nea ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ no adwen no bɛtumi akyerɛ no adwen anaasɛ sɛ wowɔ nsɛmbisam bi nso afi last 2 weeks program no so a wobɛtumi abisa na yɛapɛ nsɛmpɛsɛm saa bere yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛabue phone lines no
so betumi afrɛ no abɛm 0240358182 0240358182 yɛsua deɛ Keys to the Kingdom, Reverend Lambert Intibri from Church Universal and Triumphant. 0240-358-182 0240-358-182 and if it's 0533-1000-66 0533-1000-66 0533-1000-66 and a 0240-358-182 and a homa yede juma and chene yako nti ubetumi afre 0240-358-182 last week and the next night you see me be about asofudie, yes, the welfare of our pastors. Kwaya ya faso ye ni be call mu ho omunhu ne se dwuma ne ye din bebere no mo mpaba so mpaba hewo ye ho kamia ye se ye nya asema ne ye fresh off ba so dewo ne ba ne ade dia ya na ye fresh off bo how ba pe and so for one boy me so how ni nya so bi akonya na ere feast of last week na no na yeso na next Reverend Ediwe so abekaya ho. Hello
aja chamingo masinaba
etio
aja chamusami chia Reverend Bion
yo so
kasa da bon osumbo yakwe pendano nsu wanu nsu anka wa office yo wa also the same thing na ti wuta na wie na yewe na umbawu na apano bode wude uchawo kia bese usha yese mmeje na usa kede ikasha wuta na tindi askabete mubu na yoga bese kosha da ti dameskano bayande usu lokite limpa obiase ngagana na Africa bayande sikada dana obubu sikava billion yan bayande no musu baba saka kasebi waka na wasekunde ana wodan obubun no nsu na ase no bi akan wogendo ha why you know su kisofia mo kan musa manuel wana ma with the social wana yeyi nara brother seven why nothing this yakasa What we need the suit, I'm what Mumkasa. Mumma Kasa. If you have me go for downfall, I know the one. Oh, yeah. Comfort behavior or control. For years, a general control. No, yes. What is this? This is what we're doing. Double. We just call here because Casanana Macam. Obia no rat. Rather, in a young rat. Cut that up on autumn, but for our parliament. Comfort.
Aye. 0240358182 0240358182 0240358182. Yeah, Reverend, yeah.
Yo, that's it. Well, person from me, Kasa, Fra, Sosuna, Wakasa. Listeners, the key point we laying out today is the fact that we need to take a look at the way we think about things, the way we operate our minds, our thoughts, and they by themselves might have a certain divine intent, the Spirit of God realization that enables us to fabricate in the world an invisible empire of divine service. This will help us to reason out from the Spirit and unveil hope and creative manifestations. Our mind blows according to the environment we find ourselves in, and one needs to guard and guide the mind. You may not be conscious of certain operations within you. You may also be conscious, whichever way it takes. There's a need for all of us to understand that the way we think about things affects our existence and things around us. So, there is a need for us to raise our thinking, our thoughts, our consciousness, our way of reasoning about things to the level of the Christ mind. And we can only know the Christ mind by listening carefully to the divine intent within our hearts, which must by itself be purified through our actions and even our very thoughts. Therefore, the midi etu yanim enyumre eni se the ekosu wo ya brabom ni nyina agina sene aye dwen ne man hu efa sene aye di ya dwen eye adwuma ane se di adwen be adwuma kwan paswa na ono nsusu gina mbatem a yewo sene asa mbatem no omo nipa wo ho no sene mo dwen ne ma hu fa anu nyina nsusu eye adwuma ewo yeso ana etimi kire sene a yensusu yeye niema ono ntina ehia se yetumi bo ya adwen kasa mpo hu ban sene a obi na dwen bone enko kan na yensu yenkoye bone na ehia se yema ya dwen so sene a bedwen niema hu Kristo afem na ansa na yetumi adwen niema hu sene a Kristo bedwen hu nsusu no na ehia se yehwe de ekosu ewo ya kumam de nyankompon anam sunsum de ahye yakumam o se yetie de nyina efise yakumam eni bebia Kristo ne do no asi fapem a yɛde yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ asase so enti ehia sɛ yɛma yakoma mu ɛyɛ fintim na Kristo ne han no etumi etinam na aboa yɛn ne de adwen nea ɛbɛba yɛafam yɛkwam ne nyinaa yɛbɛsia sɛ yɛadwen ho anasɛ yɛbɛyɛ no yɛbɛtumi de adwenpa ɛde ayɛ na yɛnya nteaseɛ nso sɛ ɛnyɛ tem biara na wankasa wadwen ɛna ɛyɛ dwuma tɔde bia obi wɔ baabi mpo no ɔtumi ɛsesa sɛnea wodwen adeɛ ɛho ɛfa na wonhu nipa no sɛ ɔne wo kasa nanso ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛtumi esi anase esi ɛwɔ asase ɛsoɔ ɔno nti na meka sɛ ɛbɛhia sɛ wobɛbɔ wadwe ankasa mpo no wobɛbɔ ho ɛban sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a